You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing left to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. And off we go from Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air goes Nix. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Buying time to his left. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now it's Nix. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Nix from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and 5. Throwing Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going. It's Nix. That is caught. Sheds off the tackle. He's got the first down and more than that. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguar first down.
Hey, easy. Route.
Straight ahead, ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Hey, Lion. Go, let's go. Here we go.
They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
30 left. Red.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
On the red.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
30 left.
is Lawrence. A short throw caught by Andrews. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll buy some time right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 11, 11. Hey, kill. Think right, open. Think right.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nix to the air. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Street. 18 Rattler. Riggs.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
Hey, 13 Lou.
Lawrence. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. A nice little juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And, look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, go!
Pacheco gets it up the gut. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Courtland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
30 left. Hey, Lion. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Red, I'm red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19, Tiger. Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Take go.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go now. Warriors 70.
To throw is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Headed straight is Pacheco. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Here's Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown Broncos. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jaguars 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Think right. Silver.
Lawrence going to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it makes the score 21-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Pacheco. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Nix. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A give to Pacheco off the option. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
79 Bronco. Let's go. 18 Pioneer. Hup.
Throwing Nix. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action, it's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Go, go. Go, go, let's go. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, Lion. Hey, I'm gun. 11. Hey, kill. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Red.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Gesicki from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Sink right open, open. Sink right. There we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Hey, I'm gun.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now Lawrence to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pacheco once again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 70 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Nix to the air. That is caught. And all the way down to the 29. Fourth quarter. quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Huh.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
24.
Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, I'm gun. 11.
Back to throw, Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Hey, kill.
Throwing now, Lawrence. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Denver, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah.